Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. No. Good morning.
No.
No. No, what a... Good morning. Good morning. We're doing good mornings. We did benches.
Back accessories. Bench.
We did back accessories for bench. So today we do back accessories for deadlift. Kind of.
Specifically.
Good mornings.
Good mornings.
Good morning.
Different variations of
Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bye.
Alrighty. Hi guys. So we're going over good morning today. Today we're going to go over first off just regular good old SSB good morning and the different uses for it, why, and how. So a couple different things for this. So Brian's going to help me demonstrate here. But for good morning powerlifting purposes, they're going to be slightly different than if you're like bodybuilder or something else. But so Brian's going to get over here first, and we're going to show you kind of a good morning of what you want to do if you're trying to improve your deadlifts here. So you want to actually kind of follow a movement pattern of what you would be doing with your deadlifting. You're not just shooting your hips straight back, you're actually bending at the knee and then coming up. And actually I wouldn't come down quite that far. So he bends at the hips, shoots the hips, bends at the knee, and he stops about right there. You stop almost about where you would be if you're grabbing a deadlift bar and then coming up. This really reinforces your whole movement pattern. And you know, your upper back, hinging with your hips backwards, does work your glutes a good bit, but specifically in reinforcing movement patterns here. Now with this also, you also kind of want to slightly round your upper back just a little bit compared to other variations of this. Now, if you're looking to do more of like for a squat and more tension on your glutes and your hamstrings, you're not going to bend at the knees quite as much. So it's going to be more hinging just backward, as you'll see. He's pushing his hips back, hamstrings back. There's a lot of tension there, and then he comes back up. So this is going to be specifically more for hamstring and glute purposes, and a great way to build those up stronger. But it's not going to be as good if you're trying to build your deadlift. Now, big thing here is you're going to want to control the weight. A lot of people are moving the weight around way too fast, not controlling the eccentric motion. So nice and slow. Go nice and slow, control it down, and then come up. Now, if you want to spice things up a little bit and include things that can help a little more heel drive and stuff, put some bands on. That's going to help driving out of the hole at the bottom. So if you want to, you can put bands on here, like so.
Nope, not trying.
Yep. Boom. So the band's actually pulling you forward with this. So you have to fight the resistance of this band pulling you the whole time. Really great if you have a problem hinging at the hip. All right.
Good morning. Ready to do some seated good mornings? So I'm ready to do some seated good mornings. What do you think? Let's go. Let's go. Go, Amber, go. Go.
Oh, no.
Go. Alright, what's this lap? What are we doing here?
We're
Seated
doing
good mornings.
what he said, SSB seated good mornings.
Cool.
This one is very similar to the Zerker seated. Oh my goodness, I cannot English anymore.
Zerker good mornings.
Zerker good mornings. Reason being is it puts emphasis on the mid to upper back. So we have Chris sitting on a box here.
This is not a lower back exercise.
No, it completely takes loading off of the posterior chain.
Dear Instagram, not a lower back exercise.
Not a lower back exercise.
Alright. So this is actually a personal favorite of mine, especially for sumo deadlifters that I coach. It's a really good position builder for the sumo deadlift, right? Reason being is when you're doing the exercise, it looks a lot like your start position for a sumo deadlift, right? Sitting here on the box. Generally, I like to use a higher box for this. I like to have a box height that is going to mimic where my hips are at in my sumo start position. I have a really wide stance. My hips are open and externally rotated, and I am... Let's cut that part out.
We're still gonna hinge at the hips here,
Yep.
but he's gonna hinge forward, and he's actually gonna put emphasis on going into flexion at the end range here.
Yep. So I'm not just going to lean forward.
No, so he
All
wants
right,
to.
This is the way I see it done quite a bit. Is people will be sitting here and they will just lean forward, and there's not a lot of range of motion there. You're not doing a lot. A lot of people will say that they'll do this to like isolate the lower back, which you know, like
Already
I
realized
can't
this,
talk today.
that this variation does not put emphasis on the low back. So when he's doing that good morning movement and he's not actually putting emphasis on any sort of flexion or upper back rounding, he's not
Accomplishing a whole lot.
accomplishing a whole lot, and he's taking away the full intent of the movement.
The way we like to do these, I'm here at the start, I'm tall, and I will lean forward, but as I get about halfway down, I will round at my mid back, come back up, and really fight to get tall here, and almost arch and extend hard through my mid and upper back here. Right? So come back down, round, back up, good extension at the top.
And the reason being that this is really, really good for your sumo deadlift is, again, like you said in the beginning, it's putting him in the similar position that he would be in his setup. His hips are externally rotated, but there's no load on his hips. So it's completely upper back focused, which a lot of sumo lifters tend to break down in that upper back. I being one of them, which is why this was a great variation of the good mornings for myself. So, one thing I'd like to focus on when it comes to good mornings that a lot of people tend to forget is toe pressure. Driving your big toe down to the ground will really, really help you in going through this movement.
Good morning.
Cool. Yeah, it was a pretty decent morning.
Did you have a good morning? That was a good morning. Did you have a good morning?
I had a good morning.
So there you go.
We should make up an exercise and call it a decent morning.
Decent mornings.
And basically it's just a shitty version of a good morning that hurts your back.
I like it. I know who I'd give those to.
Don't. Just happy, brother.
Just that. There you go, guys. We showed you a few different good morning variations that you could implement into your programming. Each variation we showed you guys today has a different focus depending on your individual goals, depending on if you pull conventional or sumo. Few different options here depending on who you are. So feel free to give them a try. And what are we doing next week? Squat variations of some kind?
Yeah, some sort of squat variation.
Cool. Yep.
You know, maybe like tips on how to not be a bridge troll. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We'll see.
Yeah. Remember, don't be afraid to lose.